So in this video, we're going to look at the Yorschool Assess product, specifically how to assess and record pupil performance for your class. So first we'll have a look at the layout of the assessment dashboard, and then we'll have a look at how to record pupil attainment for a particular subject and objective. Then we'll see how to add some notes to a pupil for that objective. And finally, we'll have a look at the pupil progress graphs that are on the assessment dashboard. So let's get going. In our class view, which we can get to by clicking in the class in the toolbar and selecting our class, we see our class assessment dashboard. Now, this breaks down quite simply. In the top tab bar, we have subjects that we teach, so that's maths, writing, reading, science, for example. On the left here, we see for maths the objective groups that subject breaks down into. So in this case, we've got number, geometry, and measurement. And within those objective groups, we have the objectives that we teach for that subject. So we have for number, we have place and value, addition, subtraction, geometry, we have position, direction, etc. Now, on the right-hand side of the screen, we have a summary here of the subject that's being taught and the objective. And on the right, beneath that, we have a list of the pupils in our class with an indicator on the left showing which group they're color-coded to. On the right, we have their attainment for this particular, the current attainment for this particular subject and objective. Now, for our demo school, we're using a 1 to 9 scale, but this works just as well with shorter scales, 1 to 3, emerging, developing, achieve, 1 to 6, 9, 12, whichever your school is using. This will adapt to work with that scale. Now, notice in the corner here we have our class name, which is 1RP, and we have the 8th of July 2015, which is today's date, and it defaults to the current date, whatever day you happen to go onto the assessment dashboard. Now, this is the assessment date, so any scores, any attainment you record against the pupil will be recorded against this assessment date. Now that means that any progress graphs for that pupil will show that particular score achieved on that date at that point in the graph. Now let's see how to record attainment and progress for our pupils using the assessment tools. Now let's choose an objective to teach. So say, for example, today we are teaching maths and we're doing addition and subtraction. If we pick up a couple of pupils, the first two, John and Jeff. Now we've noticed that Jeff is doing really well, starting to advance in his understanding of the subject. So we're going to move him from the level 4 on our scale, which he has been, but the last time we spoke, we taught him, to a 6 on the scale. Now we see everything's updated okay, because we get a little green tick at the top next to the objective name. But John, our other pupil, hasn't really progressed much since the last time we taught him, a week or so ago, so we can mark him at the same level by clicking again in the 7 box radio button. Finally, we'd like to have a look at our pupils' progress and see how they've done over the past few weeks in the addition and subtraction part of maths. So that's really easy to do straight from the assessment dashboard. Now let's have a look at John's progress. Now to do that, we can just click the drop-down menu next to his name again, and just bear in mind that John we marked as a 7, which wasn't improved in his understanding since the last time we taught him. So we expect to see a small plateau at the end in the last couple of lessons. So let's have a look at that. So if we click View Progress, we can see that's exactly the case. So we can see that here we are, John Tracy in our class 1RP in maths, addition and subtraction. When we first started teaching him on the 1st of June, we see that he was at a 2 and he steadily improved, but in the last 2 lessons, one on the 5th of July and one today on the 8th, he's actually remained pretty much the same. So that's what we expect to see. I can close that. We'd like to also have a look at Jeff's progress to see how he's doing. We can do that the same by clicking on the drop-down menu. Now, just bear in mind we improved his understanding of the subject from a 4 to a 6 in this lesson. So we'd expect to see a small improvement over the last couple of lessons. So if we look at view progress, that's exactly what we see. So from the 1st of June when we first taught this subject, we see he's improved, plateaued a bit there, but then over the last couple of lessons he's started to really improve in his understanding of the subject. So overall he's doing really well. So that's it for this video. You can find out more by tweeting at @myYourSchool. Find us at your.school on the web, or email us at hello@yourschool.com, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel.